Hey world, welcome into my little cross stitch corner. Glad to have you here. My name is Sheila. I go by the Crow River Stitcher here on YouTube and over on Instagram. And my Etsy store is under She So Sassy. I've had it for years. I thought about changing it, but I don't know how much work that is. So She So Sassy there, and then the Crow River Stitcher on the other ones. So welcome in, welcome back, welcome here. And let's see, it's been about a week since my last floss tube, and I got quite a bit done and then quite a bit not done. So let's see, we'll start with finishes. I don't have any fully finishes this week. I have two little finishes, and I just didn't know how I want to fully finish them yet, so it's on hold. But the first finish is a soda stitch. I picked this up off Etsy. It's called the Bicycle Date, and it's on Lugana, 25 count Lugana, and I did 1/1. I think I started like 2/1, and it was so tight. And I think it's 1/1. But I've never done back stitching, and what I realized on 18 count, the back stitching was tight. I think it works, but I don't know if it's really, if it would have been better on 16 count or not. But she is so cute, and the reason I picked the Bicycle Date is when my husband and I first started dating, he had a song for me. It's a country song, which we're not country fans in general. I mean, I love like old country, like Loretta Lynn and Dolly and Conway Twitty, like old country. But it's what song is it? Look Heart No Hands by Randy Travis, I believe. And it talks about riding on a bicycle, feet on the handlebars. And so he dedicated that song to me years ago to show that he loved me. And so whenever I see like bicycle stuff, I think of him. And then I was like, how cute is this? She's got her feet on the handlebars and the little heart love. So this one represents my husband and I, and it's just so cute. I didn't know if I want to finish it in a pillow. It's little. I mean, it's just, if I did a little pillow finish, it wouldn't be very big. But I also thought about finishing it in like just this little cute circle hoop, keeping it real simple. I don't know. Any suggestions how I should finish this guy? I could just find a little tiny frame too that keep it simple, but love the soda stitch designs. They're so cute. They remind me of the Dick and Jane readers way back when. I used to have a bunch. Actually, I still have a couple. I love the artwork in there, the 50s, 1950s colors and the artwork. So all the soda stitches remind me of that, and it's just so cute. So I definitely would do another soda stitch. They're really just adorable and cute. So that was my first finish. And then I didn't plan on even starting this other thing, but my friend and I, we went thrifting at this, like once a year at this big fairground type thing here in Minnesota. They have it's called like a Junktacular, and they have all these people come in and bring their goods, vintage stuff, old stuff, antique stuff. And we'd gone, and I found, I don't know why, but geese are following me around. And I found these like little Americana geese. They are so stinking cute with this little top hat, her little bow. And so I'm like, oh, it's getting me in the mood for Memorial Day. And then as summer approaches, the 4th of July. And so I had gotten the Red, White, and Bloom from Brenda Gervais a few weeks ago when I did my big haul. And this was sitting, and I wasn't planning on starting this as soon as I did, but I did. So I picked this little guy to start out with because I was testing the blue that I dyed last week, the linen that I colored blue. And so I just was testing the colors. I picked some DMC. The yellow I picked was like comparable to their yellow they had in the chart, and I think I want a little brighter yellow. This is just a little too dull for this blue, so I think if I redo the other ones going forward, I'd probably brighten up the green a little bit and brighten up the yellow. Not, primary colors, but just a little brighter. But it's so tiny. On the chart, it calls for 36 count. I believe it's 36 for winter brew, and I don't have that. And this is about 40 count, maybe a tiny little smaller. And so it's so tiny. I don't know if I want it this tiny or if I'm going to try a 36 count. I don't know. But I'm like, oh, how cute could I just make this into a little scissor key fob thingy? So I might just cut him out and do a little scissor thing and then reassess what I want to do for the rest. But I'm getting really anxious for red, white, and blue stuff. So that was another little finish. I'm so tiny. I mean, that took an hour. So fun to whip those out. So those are the only finishes I had. And then whips. So, before I jump onto whips, at the Junktacular, shopping around, and I found I couldn't pass these up. I rescued these little Holly Hobby. Aren't they just so cute? So I'll show you this one first. It probably was done in the 70s or 80s. And there's little lazy daisies and satin stitches and just so cute. And I love Holly Hobby. I had Holly Hobby stuff growing up, and my dad lived in this condo, and at the bottom of the condo, people would just leave stuff to, set out for people to grab. And there was a Holly Hobby plate that I grabbed, and my daughter ended up like kind of taking over this Holly Hobby plate. And then the other day, she works at Target. The other day, a lady at Target is like, you look just like my Holly Hobby doll from when I was growing up. And so she's like, has this fondness for Holly Hobby as well. And so I bought these two, and I'm going to she has no room up in her room, and this isn't her decor. She's got like heavy metal death bands all lined up, all like, there's not an inch of wall space. Do you remember when you were a teenager? Like, were you one of those that pull out of magazines and hang all your posters up? So, but upstairs in the hallway, I'm going to put these guys, or maybe my bedroom, because I have a lot of like kind of folk arty look in my bedroom. So they're just so cute. So it's just a pair. They face each other. And so I had to just rescue those. They were just adorable. They had some other fun cross-stitch vintage old things too, but I'm like, I'll just stick with those for now. I don't like to, I don't know. There was an eagle that was gorgeous that I was like, ooh, but I left him there for somebody else to rescue. So then works in progress. This week, so was the 15th I last saw you. So every 15th of the month, I work on my grandma's, the Blue Flower Huckleberry Farm. And so, yeah, she had died on the 15th. And so I pull out on the 15th of the month and work on this. And I had gotten fairly far in like a day and put it away. And then the next day I woke up, got my coffee, sat on the couch, and I was excited to work on it some more. and I realized I messed up. So I spent the whole morning ripping out, frogging. So mad. I'd started this over here was what I was working on. And I started and I put in the picture, you could see the bear. So I started with the little beehive and I put him in, and then I worked and I started working all the way up here, put all the branching in and a couple fruit. And then I woke up that morning and I'm like, oh, I'm going to put the bear in. So I put the bear in and realized I put the beehive way over here by the bear. And so then everything from the beehive after was messed up. So I had to rip it all out. So he's just there. I was so frustrated. I was just going to like put it away and rip it out later. But then when I know a project is messed up in my bag and I'm like, and I'm less apt to pull it back out. So I'm like, just rip it out and get it ready to go. So I had a lot more progress on it, but that's where it is. Oh well, there's always next month. All right. And my next whip is the Map of Hawk Run Hollow by Cartage Gambling. Carriage House Samplings. There we go. I am the queen of taking words and switching them around. Same with numbers. I switch numbers around. I've never been like called dyslexic, but I do that a lot. Or I'm thinking of two words and I'll combine them into one word that I just made up that I'm like, what? So that I do that a lot. I don't know what that is, but so this I started, it is for my leap day start. So I have 4 years to get her done. I'll probably get it done before. I mean, 4 years is a long time, but these have a lot of stitching. I mean, it's not completely full coverage, but there is not a lot of space in there. And so maybe it will take me 4 years, depending, but I don't know. That's a long time. I feel like 4 years, how old? Be well into my 50s. Oh well. So I am here. Oh, let me get my little board. Get the board. All right. And this is on, let's see, Fiber on a Whim Dunes 36 count. Oh, and I forgot to tell you the Huckleberry Farm is on Fiber on a Whim, also called Kunzite 40 count. And all the called for, and this is all the DMC. So I got the hawk in, and then I worked on the banner and a few other things. So super fun. I love this one. Whenever I pull it out, I just want to keep working and working till wee hours in the morning. I just don't want to put it down. I find that with a lot of my projects. So obviously I'm picking projects I really love. So that's fun. So I don't know. I don't have a set time how often I pull this guy out, but just whenever I'm in the mood. I guess, if I was smart and figure out like 4 years how much I should do, but I don't know if that's even possible. Well, it's possible, but it's a lot of work of thinking, so nah, won't think too hard. And then my other work in progress is something on a whim. I posted on my Instagram, I gave a little sneak peek that I started a full coverage. So I would say for the last couple months, I've been looking for a full coverage to do. I'm intrigued by full coverages, but so many of them aren't my style. Like, there's just a lot that I'm like, I don't want to stitch that. But I was on Etsy, and I was actually looking for a butterfly to do, or thinking of a butterfly to start down this summer. and I found this designer, and so many of hers are full coverage, and they're so pretty and cute. And it's right up my alley, like folk arty, lots of bright colors. There's two types of designs I love. I love the bright color, folk arty, girly, you know, soda stitch, like fun stuff. And then I really love the antique sampler, like not you know, boring colors. But like, you know, more traditional, I guess you would say. So there's two camps. I love both of them. And then stuff in between I love as well. I don't, you know, just like my music and my style, my clothing, my house, everything's kind of eclectic. It's just like, if I like it, I like it. And I try to make it work in my decor, in my clothes, whatever. Oh, and speaking of clothes, every video people are asking about sweaters or anything I'm wearing, if I made them. And so this is not made by me. This is a store-bought. And so I'll just, if I'm wearing something, I'll just tell you if it's store-bought or not. So nope, this is just a cute, gorgeous little store-bought sweater. But I want to learn to, you know, knit like that. But that's for down the road. So back to my full coverage. It is by Tam Stitch Designs. And this one is the Whimsical Village number 8. Not the best printout, but you could see all the bright colors and just fun happiness. The flowers, the house. It screams spring and summer. And so I'm just loving this. This will go in my bedroom with all my other little folk arty bright color stuff. Actually, my bedroom palette is a lot like this. Pink, I have a pink comforter, and I have some like floral blue and pinks and greens wallpaper, and yeah, adorable. So I started that just a couple days ago on 18 count Aida, nice stiffy Aida, but that is my big start already. I got quite a bit done. I've been working on it, I think 3 nights in a row. And when I work on things in the evening, so I usually plop on the couch 8:30, and my husband plops on his chair and we'll watch TV together. And he goes to bed because he gets up at like 4:30 every morning. But then I'm up until midnight, 1, 2. I mean, sometimes I pull all-nighters if I'm not tired for some reason. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning and he's getting out of bed and he's like, "Oh, you still out here stitching?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I am." Like, so yeah, I'm definitely a night owl. Like, it's 10, 11 in the morning. You can see my puffy eyes right now. I'm like, you know, I should be videotaping later in the afternoon. Recording later in the afternoon, but there it is. So pretty. I love the colors. And Aida's so easy. Like, I just put on a little bit of my cheaters. I don't even have to look at my big magnifier for the 18 count. And so that's kind of nice. I don't have to look through my, you know, lighted magnifier. And this will travel easily to at like a stitching group where I don't need anything. So I definitely like to have some of those easier count things. And yeah, I'm excited for it. Look at the pretty pinks. All right. So that was my other whip for the week. And that's that for what I worked on. So I have some more haul still from Stitchville that I had gone a couple weeks ago. And I divided up some of it. So I will go through some of my haul. I got Most Wonderful from Shakespeare's Peddler. So pretty. I didn't take these out of the things, so hopefully the lights are okay. Excited for that. That'll be a wintry Christmas project. Another winter one, the Satsuma Street mini stockings. So cute. That one's got a little glary. Sorry, guys. Next time I'll take stuff out, but some of these are such a pain to take out, like sticky. Here's a bigger. Look at those cute reindeer. Look at the fun colors. Satsuma Street, I love their bright colors. So fun. So I don't know how many are in here, if it's just these 4 designs, but you could totally mix and match too. I could, like, you know, take those reindeer and move them, put them there, so you could change it up. Very cute. And those should go pretty quickly. And then another Shakespeare's Peddler painted flowers. I know this is new and lots of people have this one right now. And I actually thought about last week when I showed that one really dark blue fabric. I forgot what it's by, but that would actually be really pretty with this too. The blue, like complementary colors, blue and orange. So, I mean, not technically, like, but blue and orange go well. All right. Another Satsuma Street egg hunt. So fun. I don't think I'd do it on this shade of linen or, you know, fabric. Something a little lighter, like maybe like a mint. Like a mint fabric would be really cute with the pinks and the reds. I love like red, pink, and mint together. Like you can see, I just like the blue. So that's really cute. I like that one. Of course, bunnies. And then Teresa Kogut is another favorite of mine. There we go. Total opposite end of Satsuma Street. Bright colors to Teresa Kogut. More prim and traditional. So I've always been eyeballing this one called Beauty Fades. I like kind of the, you know, the feel of having the band sampler. I don't know if this is a true band. I don't know what technically a true band, but it gives me that vibe. But I love the sentiment. I don't have my glasses on. So, what is it? Something about youth is fleeting and beauty fades, but a woman who fears the Lord shall be praised. So, as I'm aging and the beauty's fading, it's so true. Like, you know, getting the wrinkles, getting the jowls, getting the puffy eyes, like getting the gray hair, getting the saggy everywhere. But I'm embracing it. I love aging. I'm not going to do any type of, you know, facelift, or I haven't done Botox. I have done nothing. I've had like 2 facials in my life, and that's it. And I don't, if that's what you want to do it. But I don't want to do that. I just want to grow old gracefully. And not that somebody who doesn't, you know, who gets Botox isn't growing old gracefully, but I guess that just, to me, I'm not going to intervene. Just let it go. It is what it is. Luckily, like, as we age, you know, our eyes don't see what they used to see either. So when I don't put my cheaters on, I'm like, oh, I barely have any wrinkles. Then you put your glasses on, you're like, oh. So, like, my husband's eyes are bad too. So we just both look at each other like, oh, we don't see the wrinkles. We can't see very well anymore. So maybe that's part of the joy of getting bad eyesight as we grow old too, is like, we don't sit and concentrate on our little fine lines and all the little non-perfect that society deems perfect. So beauty fades. but as long as you got a beautiful heart, it shows through, right? That's what I tell myself. All right, so I probably will be starting this soon because I just, I love it. I love that the flowers up there in yellow, and I've been wanting to find something yellow to represent my mom too. So maybe when I stitch this, we'll be thinking of me and my mom, and her beauty left her with cancer. So that will take your beauty from you in no time flat. So watching her, the cancer like eat away at her, that's sad. So sad. But it's life, right? So maybe the yellows, oh, when I stitch that band, I'll be like thinking of her. But I do want to get a full something for my mom and my dad. They're both gone, and I don't know, I just like I love as I sit and stitch on my grandma's, I think of the stories and all the memories, and I like really concentrate on trying to be present in those type of memories. And so that's what I want with my mom and dad, like to when I'm sitting there stitching and thinking about them and really letting the memories kind of flow back in, because my memory's bad. I don't remember a whole lot. My sister, she remembers everything. She's like, hey, remember when we did this as kids? I'm like, and then like if she triggers a memory, then it'll come in. So when I'm sitting and stitching and try to think of one memory, then more will start flooding. And I love that. I love, and then just thinking about all the feels of that. So yeah, that's what I really like. Do you guys like doing memory stuff for people that have gone from your life? Let me know, and what you like about it. Like, yeah, put in the comments, what do you sit and think about them every time you sit down and stitch? Or yeah, I'm just curious. So okay, that is all I have for stitchy stuff, cross stitch. And then I will have a couple crochet things, and oh, before that, oh my goodness, you guys probably want to know who won the bee bag. The bee bag. All right, so for my 2,000 subscriber, I was giving away the bee bag, and the winner is Julie in Stitches 16. I'll put a picture of the winner here. So at Julie in Stitches 16. So just, I have my email down below. Email me your address and I will get that bee bag sent out to you. So thank you guys all for commenting and liking the video. And I'm almost to 3,000 people. So if I make it to 3,000 by next YouTube, I will have something else to give away for you guys. So thank you all. And I did just restock my Etsy store, and I did put a bee bag. I made one bee bag, and it's in there right now. So if you didn't win and you want that bee bag, it's listed over there. I just have the one, but I'll work on more here and there. But the bags take a while. I can only like make so many and get them in there. And so thank you guys all who have purchased bags from me. So crochet, amigurumi. You guys are loving the amigurumi, and so I have some freebie patterns for you guys. So on the Hobby, I think that's how you say it, Hobby website, they sell a lot of yarn, and they have patterns, and they have a bunch of free patterns. And Jan Schenkel, the one that does the Friends of Pika-Pow, the bunny one I showed you, she's got like 3 books. She was so generous and put, I think, five on the website to do this winter. And Lenny the cat, I had to have stitched out. And so here is Lenny. Look how cute he is. So he's got, because they came out this winter, he's got his winter gear. He's got his his little manly scarf. He's got his little pom-pom hat. And it's fun because, you know, they just come off. He's got his little boots, and they just pop off as well. So you could, you know, actually make other clothes for him, make another scarf if you want to change up his look. You could take his hat off. So cute. He's probably about 13 inches. I love their little pink cheeks that they do. Jan Schenkel, she's got the best design. So the sweater is all one piece. This one isn't like the bunny that I made. He had overalls, so he had a sweater on and then the overalls off. This just is part of the design that you switch out, you know, change stripes and then back down to his feet. So there he is. There's this cute little tail. So cute. So cute. So head over to Hobie and get your little Lenny cat. This yarn I used. All this stuff up here mostly is, there's a few, oh, that's Super Saver, but most of this is the Premier Basics. It's a worsted weight number 4 yarn. So that's what a lot of this one is. I have, you know, this goes over too, but I've got other stuff, but I like, it's just a basic yarn, not too scratchy. Like sometimes the Red Heart Super Saver, it's a little scratchy. This one isn't as soft as some, but it's not like as scratchy. So, and it works up great. So, and they're priced well. You can get them, I buy them online and have them shipped. So that's what this is made out of. And then they had the 5 patterns. The other pattern I did, he is called Oliver Frog. And I don't know, I printed him out, but I don't know where his paper went. But there he is. So cute. He's got a little brown scarf. And this sweater is also part of the design. And they show you how to do like this little tree design. It's part of the crochet. These pants are, don't want to show his butt. These pants go on and off. So you could, you know, do whatever colors you want for the pants, or you could leave them pantless. And then these little boots, look at the pom-poms. I did red and white you know, changed up the yarn, made my own little pom-poms and the little stripes. So cute. I mean, even down to the little detail stitching around there. She's just got the cutest patterns. And these eyes, they're a little tricky trying to get them straight, but yeah, so cute. This is where you try to match up as good as possible. But when you're changing out and doing stripes, and it never gets perfect, but try to get it as good as possible. So this is Oliver Frog. There's a Madeline dog. I'm actually working on her right now. She's super cute. So maybe she'll be done in the next couple weeks. I mean, look at his little frog fingers. So cute. So head over to Hobie, and I'll try to post the link down, but you just go there and they have the menu, and under like patterns, there's Amigurumi, and then they have just a ton of free, and you scroll down and you'll find it. So that is the 2 crochet things. And then so I mentioned that I do watercolor, and so I brought out just a couple watercolors. I am just self-taught. I've only been watercoloring maybe 5 years, and I have taken a class through Anna Mason. She's kind of a botanical, kind of realist, a little more realist than real loose. She's got, it's like a tight, so there, you know, you could do really tight, precise watercolor, and then you really loose. And I like both, and I do both, but I'm going to show you a couple that I did from her class. And the first one is this little European robin. They're a little different than our robins. So this is on hot press watercolor paper, and that is my little robin. So cute. Real fun. Her classes are really great. Just, they're at your own pace. It's like a monthly subscription, and she's got all the YouTube, all the videos, so you can just watch it and kind of copy what she does to learn her techniques, and real thorough. So if you've ever thought about trying to learn watercolor, there's a ton of free YouTube people out there that will teach you the basics, and maybe start with that. Learn your water control, because watercolor is one of the hardest mediums paint wise, because it is not forgiving at all. Like oil, you can put oil over oil. You could take acrylic and put acrylic over acrylic. Like if you mess up, watercolor, you mess up, there's no fixing it. You're just like, you have to work around it, because yeah, like if you put a brown and then you're like, oh, I didn't want it that dark, I need to go lighter. I mean, while you're right in the middle, you can try to blot it off as much as you can. But yeah, watercolor is one of the harder mediums, but maybe once you learn it, it's so fun. It's so fun. And one of my favorite things about watercolor is the mixing of the paint and coming up with the colors, and it's endless. I mean, you could take a palette of 6 watercolors, like the three primaries warm and the 3 primaries and cool, and play around for years and come up with so many colors just from that. I mean, you don't have, that's one nice thing, is you don't have to buy a lot of watercolor colors to have a range, because once you learn the color wheel and what, a little this and a little that, and more water is lighter, less water is darker, and yeah, it's fun. The other one I did in her class is this cupcake, which makes me want to eat a cupcake, but I don't eat sugar, so I can, but oh, I just want to like, yeah, I gave up sugar, and so yeah, I don't eat any, but it looks good. Yeah, the blueberries are one of my favorite fruits. So yeah, this is also on hot press paper. So hot press is really like a smooth paper that you could do more fine detail work on. And the cold press that you see a lot of, like the loose, like, yeah, that's, and I'll bring out some of my cold press paper and show something down the road, but those are just couple hot press watercolor designs. So yeah, I love watercolor. I love drawing, like just taking a sketchbook and sitting outside and drawing what you see, and then coming in and filling it in with watercolor or even colored pencils. I love coloring books, yeah, it's like my desire to be busy with my hand and create is constant. It's, since I was a little kid, it's an addiction. And so cross stitching fills that too. Like, and then what's great about cross stitching is it's like watercolor. You have this blank canvas, but your medium is your floss, and you just can create these beautiful things. And watching stuff come alive from nothing is so gratifying and fun. So, all right. Ooh, I'm under 40 minutes today. Got a good quick one in. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and all the love that you guys have shown me. And I will be back next week with hopefully some more fun stuff to show. and I have no plans, nothing special to work on, so we'll just see what happens. We'll see. All right, take care. Happy stitching.